was excellent. So the session was about how do you go and do three important things. Number one is how do you plan your business? Then how do you go about trying to get investment? And then how do you go about building a brand associated, not just a company, not just a product, how do you build it? I think the panelists were excellent. So we had Rachna, who's built 8, 10 excellent Indian brands. Before that, she was at Madhura Garment, so she's got a lot of experience. We also had Rajesh, who's an investor, so he can tell you what kind of things people were looking for if they wanted to invest in your business. And then I provided more of the how do you get started. So we had three different perspectives, and then Sriram just wrapped it all up. So it was a very good session, I thought, overall. Questions were very good from the audience. There were obviously a lot more questions that were needed, but I thought we did a very good job kicking it off. SME of India depends on, there are the different stages of SME. One is the person that is just starting or who wants to start. They're working at a job somewhere and they say, hey, I want to be able to go ahead and start my own company. The second set of people are more the small and medium businesses who actually have some form of company running and they want to see if they can scale. And the third kind of SME is trying to figure out whether I should be able to take my business and take it to the next level altogether. So these kind of events help all three in different ways. So for the person that is trying to start, they get a lot of ideas on what are other people doing. They get ideas on what should they think about before they start. Then you have the kind of person who's already got the medium or small business running. They're looking to scale it. The kind of connections and networking they get to people such as Rajesh or people such as Sriram who can provide the ability to network and get you more capital. That's what they get away from it, I think. And the people that are trying to figure out what to do new, they get a lot of ideas from different people about what are the things that they should be looking for that's coming next. The franchise concept is still fairly new to a large extent. I've been in the US for about 15 years. Franchising is known and it is a very scalable mechanism, both for the franchisee and the franchisor. I think here people are still trying to find out ways to be able to look at different models, because right now just taking a model that has worked maybe in the US and bringing it to India and seeing if it works is not working out probably perfectly for everybody. So there are a few challenges that are with the model that they want to tweak. For example, trying to figure out if the franchisor is the one that only does marketing, or does the franchisor help with hiring? Does the franchisor only provide training, or do they also provide a process manual? So those are examples. And the franchises are a lot of different types. So I think in India, primarily my perspective is it's still early stages. It's going to be a little bit longer, at least for the next couple of years, to be able to formulate what really works and what doesn't. But the guys that have started off are doing excellently. The people all the way from children's education like EuroKids, all the way up to franchises like Domino's Pizza, and even higher and bigger ones like, for example, like Mahindra Retail. There's a spectrum of offerings if you are looking to be interested in franchising. And so there's something for everybody. So I think people are still trying to get used to what would be the right one for them. So I think the SME exchange itself, there have been 3 or 4 attempts at it previously, and there have been other places that have done it. For example, AIM in London, or even there was NASDAQ exchange. The challenge I think in India is there are too many not so great quality companies that get to the point of SME exchange. So I think the quality has to improve more than the quantity. Right now we just have too many. Most of them are not great. So liquidity tends to be a smaller issue.